Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today? It is Monday, the 22nd of November, and it is 2021, and we're back for yet another stream. How y'all doing today? The plan for today is to go over the auto-update stats and take a look at that. It just barely finished before stream started, so... Or at least I got my auto-updates right a few minutes ago, so yeah. Oh shit, why is the bot broken? Well, none of you are gonna show up first today because the bot's broken. Rip. I guess Elumi will be first then. But welcome everyone. Looks like Fixture Jake was here before I started. Bellonathus was first. JJMC is here. On Nightly, good to see you again. D-Del says boop. Now back to vacation. Sounds good, sounds good. Enjoy your vacation, D-Dels. The Del Manga is here. You are early for once. Indeed, indeed. Fixture Jake says I was earlier than the bot. Well, a bunch of people were, because sometimes Twitch is just like, nah, we're not gonna let you connect. And of course, I don't have any verbose connection information. I actually don't know what happens in that case. What allows this to exit? Because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to run until it finishes. Wait, how does this thing work? A main. Why is there a function after a main? Oh, chat message chest. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So it probably joins and then immediately goes to closing? Huh. The remote must reject it? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Maybe someone can fix it. But Elmi's also here. M2dev.net. Welcome back. It has been a while. It's good to see you again. Rollers is here. How y'all doing? Let's see. Today was kind of a boring day at work. Sidroid. Hello, hello. Welcome. Sniff. Okay. Interesting. I didn't really do too much at work today. Well, I interviewed someone. I worked on a bunch of like stuff that's not super important. Mostly like we're not allowed to ship big things this week, so I just worked on like MyPy shit all day, which is fun at least. I enjoy typing stuff with MyPy, but it's like whatever, who cares? Twan HH, hello. MGDevNet says our times don't line up anymore. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah, I want to stream more. I gotta just take more days off and stream on days off, right? Anthony's chick, welcome back. Boring is good right before the holidays, though. Yeah. I mean, I don't really like being bored at all. Oh, the today is wrong. Mahamdi, hello. Today is auto update day for Treatments Yai. We'll take a look at that and then work on some flake8 things. Fixed! Sorry about that. But before we get started, let's take a look at the open source stuff that I have done since last stream. And there's some interesting stuff in here. But we'll get to that in a sec. Actually, yeah, I guess we'll start with that. So, a friend of mine reached out to me and was like, hey, I want to make it easier to get started with Python on most popular platforms in a way where I can just download a pre-built binary, unzip it, and run it, and everything works. And I was like, well, that doesn't sound too difficult to do. I have some ideas on how to make this happen. And he's like, cool, I will pay you to work on this with me in open source. And we'll work on it like once every couple months. I was like, all right, sounds fine. So yeah, we worked on this project a little bit. I can give you kind of the rundown of how it works right now. It's based on some work that Nathaniel Nathaniel Smith. I don't know. He's a big name in the Python community. He's really great. He's really awesome. But he's also working on something similar to this, where he's providing a new wheel-like format, which, you know, wheels are a triplet of project name, version, and platform compatibility tag. And of course, this looks a little bit different because it doesn't have the Python version and API, but basically they are these PyBI files, which are similar to wheels. And we were playing around with pulling these down and adding some stuff to them and then repackaging them and kind of, you know, slowly working towards that and trying to automate that, put it into GitHub releases, and do some basic test validations, like import some modules that occasionally have problems and validate, create a virtual env using them. You can install packages using pip, like all sorts of acceptance criteria that you would want from Python binaries. So we worked a lot on that on Sunday, and none of it works yet, but it kind of works. Like we've been able to repackage our stuff and get like Linux assets working. But there's problems with macOS and there's problems with Windows due to, you know, macOS being macOS and Windows being Windows. But we played around with a bunch of that and set up some stuff for that and basically did a bunch of work there. But yeah, we don't really have much to show other than there's a source repository where we're playing around with stuff. Elmi says, "You stream during my workday. I'm listening to programming while I program." Awesome. Yeah, that was a super popular choice when I was streaming even earlier in the day. People would just put my stream on during work, which, like, that's cool. I hear I'm good background noise, so I don't really blame people. Plasmorbs, hello, welcome back. Good to see you. Some guy says, "Currently at work, I'm doing something. So are we gonna completely change how this thing is done? Good luck." Oh no. I thought water would get out of the glass when you tilted it. Oh, did I do one of these? Official Gatman says, "Hello, Anthony. What do you do with AWS? Sorry, I am new." Yeah, no problem. I use AWS to run my little startup-y thing called Pregament CI, which is a CI system for running linters and code formatters using the Pregament framework, which is a open source tool that I created for managing and running and installing multi-language tools that are linters and code formatters, and also integrates with GitHooks. And the real selling point of Pregament CI is it will often auto-fix your pull requests for you, so you can go from red to green, and it's super fast, caches all sorts of things. And what we're looking at today is the auto update day, where it will bump the versions in your configuration file for you. And so Mondays tend to be a big load spike for us because every repository gets updated, and so every repository runs something. It's not strictly true. I guess only the repositories that update trigger a run, but you know, it's basically everything. What does a PyBI give you over a wheel? So it's not really different than a wheel. It's just like they're both zips, and PyBI just means that it's a Python binary. Or at least that's how we're working on speccing it out. It's not really finalized yet. It's just kind of an idea so far. Hey, what's up, Comic-Con? Hello, welcome. Jake says, "I'm currently writing my own netcode using the base TCP client in C# rather than a 3-year-old library, since upgrading to .NET 6 just spammed the shit out of Sentry." Oh no, that doesn't sound fun. Hamdi says, "What are some use cases for this project?" Basically, like right now, well, the idea of this project is that, you know, it's really annoying to set up Python and teach people how to set up Python. Like there's a million fucking ways to set up Python on macOS. You can have Homebrew, you can have Conda, you can have System Python, you can build it from source, you get the python.org installers, you get ports, you can get all this other shit. And we want to make it really, really, I mean, I realize it sounds a lot like the XKCD where it's like all the current ways suck, so let's make one more that sucks just as well. But we want to make like a generic interface that works cross-platform, that sets up a working executable for you without you having to fiddle around with, you know, system installers or Conda or any of that shit. That's the idea. And I think it also has some applications in like, distributing tools to people. Because like, distributing Python tools right now is a little bit annoying because you have to be like, oh, well, yeah, you run pip install, and they're like, pip, I don't have pip, and you're like, oh yeah, well, you get pip with Python. They're like, I don't have Python. And it's just like, with this, you could just plop them a zip, and they have everything that they need. CJ says, if you're starting a new Python package today, how would you set up the project? Well, funny you asked that, because I made a new Python package last stream. So you can look at exactly how I set it up. What tools would you use for managing dependencies / virtualenvs? I would just use virtualenv, and I used setup.cfg. How would you want CI to be set up? I used Azure Pipelines and pre-commit CI. I find the Python packaging and tooling system overwhelming. I've been using Poetry recently. Well, that might be why you're finding it overwhelming, because Poetry is a bit overwhelming itself. Cyril, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Poetry is like, I think if you want things that are less overwhelming, you should start with like the simple basics. And Poetry is the opposite of that. Poetry is a big, complicated setup that has very strong opinions about how things work, and it will steer you into a way. And if you don't like how it works, you're kind of fucked. But Jake says, have you figured out how much auto update day actually costs compared to normal? I have not, but we can do like some estimates based on if we look at our graph here. It's actually not much more than normal, because what? Oh, actually, today we were a lot higher than normal. So really, the only like, for these 2 hours, or for these 6 hours today, okay, for these 6 hours, even if it were at max capacity, it would only be 3.5 times more expensive during that region, and that's a quarter of the day. So like 1.3 times as expensive, which is not really that big of a deal. But I don't know. There is also potential to make this more efficient. Like if we right now it's a little bit scattered. Like if we scaled up to max and compressed all these runs together, like it could probably complete in a shorter amount of time and manage the capacity a little bit better. Because there are times here where like there's 0 in the queue and we're at max capacity, which is why it scales down. Like this erratic scaling could have been better done as just like one chunk of stuff, but I don't know. Doesn't really matter that much, so. Jummy says, I learned that I did something stupid in my math libs for some reason. My brain caused me to have a column major matrices with row major memory layout. Nice. Wingstype says, why are you using Azure Pipelines over GitHub Actions? So the primary reason I'm using Azure Pipelines is because I can set up templates that allow me to very easily expand out a lot of YAML for not very much configuration. So for example, you set up this repository. Actually, I'll show you an example. We'll look at PyUpgrade, for instance. So PyUpgrade's CI configuration, this is it. These 23 lines is all I need to set up my CI configuration here. And really, it's just these 8 lines here. And what this does is it reuses a job template. It templates out a matrix based on my tox environments. It knows what Python I'm supposed to use. It knows how to install that, etc. I also have Linux down here as well. And GitHub Actions just doesn't have an equivalent for this yet. They recently introduced job templates, but they don't work the same. Like you can't really control the matrix from them, so they're not that useful. But yeah. I would love to switch to GitHub Actions because Azure Pipelines is kind of a pain in the ass, but yeah, the workflow templates don't have this behavior because there's no generative templating. Like the way these work is like Azure Pipelines. Well, not this one. This one's too simple. The way Azure Pipelines works is you can have there's like looping syntax built into Azure Pipelines, and there's no equivalent in GitHub Actions, sadly. But did the type shed auto update go? That's a good question. Let's see. This is by type shed PR. Not that one. If it did, it already got merged. They might already be up to date. They're probably already up to date. Because I think they're just using black and isort. Yes. I don't know why they have this down here. These are basically the default settings. So just remove all of this. Although they have chosen a different autofix commit message for some reason. Who knows? Also, I love that there are 2 space indents and 4 space indents. So anyway, they did not get an auto update today because their shit's up to date. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I assume custom actions also don't work. So an action, you can't really you can set up custom actions, but you can't they're within the commands. I need to template at the job level because I need to be able to control the operating system, the Python version, you know, the operating system, like some other stuff. I need to be able to run commands. I need to be able to make separate steps. And a individual action is a step. It can't be multiple steps itself. I mean, it can through the YAML versions, but again, you can't do generative looping with those. And so, yeah, I've tried. I spent a whole stream like trying to make workflow templates work, and they just don't have the same features, so they're not a replacement, sadly. Azure Pipelines is nice. GitHub needs to go send some emails to that team and get it going. Yeah, the problem is I think they're gonna just say that the workflow templates that they just created is like, oh yeah, that's the same feature, we're done, and then not iterate on it, which would kind of suck. But what is it? Oh, I never merged this. I don't know. I don't know why I never merged this. For you. Unlikely we can backport that patch across. Our security team requires us to only install this from PyPI. I don't understand. I don't understand why backporting is such a difficult task for them. They have a branch for it already. Just need to cherry pick to this branch, which already has. Oh, why does it have commit? Oh, it's behind. Yeah, so like all they need to do is cherry pick to this branch and make a release. Anyway, work stuff sucks. Basically, you can't install this package right now without pulling in an extremely vulnerable dependency. And they're like, yeah, we'll fix it by end of December. Cool. Cool. Yeah, great. Awesome. Love it. Okay, anyway, let's take a look at auto update day. I guess I already opened up the dashboard. We enqueued close to 9,000 repos this time, which is quite a few. Quite a few. That's like 600 more than last time. There's 2 in dead letter. I assume those are both branch protection thing. Hey, what's up, Neil? How you doing? Did you hear that good old Wisconsin's in the national news again? Christmas parade we were at yesterday. My family is safe. Holy shit. You were there? That sucks. Damn. Wisconsin trying to make all the news. The holidays make everyone crazy. Probably next week we're gonna be over 9,000. What? Over 9,000? Yeah, we probably will be. I thought it was gonna be this week, but I guess not. What happened here? Like somebody just kicked off a whole bunch of things at once. But yeah, if you look at like queue size, you can very clearly see like normal operating and then auto update. But hey, what's up, Priox? Hello, hello. Boring accountant, welcome back. M2.net says we didn't see the people actually get hit, but we saw the driver exit the route and the officer fire. Shit. Well, I'm glad you're okay. That's some scary shit right there. Okay, so this spike is back. Don't know what that spike is, but a queue depth of 63 is not great. Now, we were at max capacity when it got enqueued, so it was handled fairly quickly. I'm surprised how high that went. Take a look at metrics and see how the queue times fared. Oh, not bad. 4 minutes back. All right. A lot of slow build. Isaac, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Curious what those are. Slow builds can often be an indication of like some tool that just isn't compatible with Precomment CI. Like Ansible. Like these are probably Ansible if I had to guess. I don't really know. And these queue times up here, these are high, but this is because one person enqueued a whole bunch of their stuff and everything was stacked behind it. So this actually isn't an indication of a problem. And this probably isn't either. This is probably just one person, but seems fine. My Christmas present I bought myself has been delivered to my parents' place, the Lego Titanic. Ooh. Is that my parents' place because I don't have space for it in my apartment? Oh no. CJ says, have you considered spreading the auto update throughout the day, throughout the week, so different repos check on different days? Why? There's just no reason. One, it would be real complex to try and build something like that, but 2, it doesn't fucking matter. Like the system can handle the load. Like if you're looking at this dashboard, this is 7 machines. This is not web scale. Less of a spike? Who cares? The spike doesn't matter. Things are still fast. In fact, I would rather it be more of a spike, because it would, you know, I would have more predictable scaling. Like if I knew exactly the repos that were going to update and the repos that weren't, I would bunch them all up in just like this. Like it would probably be an hour long instead of this whole period. Because if we look at these 8,700 repos, scribe table name statuses, profile prod. So only 3,500 repositories all time have ever completed a run on their default branch. But even though this number says 8,600, there's 5,000 repositories in here, at least, probably closer to 6,000 repositories in here that just don't have pre-commit at all, but have been set up for whatever reason. So just using capacity for nothing, essentially. Unfortunately, like I know it, I can detect those, but unfortunately, GitHub does not give a great way to remove them from the system. Like the user can remove their own repos, but the service cannot remove their repos. I can ban their entire account, but that's not productive either. So it's just kind of annoying. Now it's predictable. Yeah. And it's documented. Like Monday's auto update day. Every Monday. Oogabox, thank you for the follow. Welcome. B. Schatzbergen, hello, welcome. Hey Anthony, just found your stream. Really enjoy watching you so far. Well, welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying. I mean, you are enjoying. Well, welcome. Either way. Cythrius, how you doing? I've started interacting with the GitHub API for a GitHub app. I've realized that authentication for an app can be pretty crazy. MKey to JSON web token to installation token. Yes, it is a little bit nutsy, but once you've got it figured out, it's not too hard. There are actually 3 different auth modes for GitHub apps. There's installation tokens, there's user tokens, and then there's app tokens. And they all work differently, and they all have a different set of APIs that they do and don't work for. Sucks. Gunbiko, hello, welcome back. Praxis, you'll run my broken repos on like it. Yeah. Lucas Luke. Hello, welcome. What are you doing, bro? We are taking a look at this graph, which is today's set of runs. Actually, we know about how many runs we did today, because on Sunday we were at 280 runs. Actually, see about how many we've done since Sunday. About 5,000 runs since Sunday. Cool. Bix Plays, hello, welcome back. Hey Tony, I'm sitting here trying to find the best way to record gameplay with a really low spec GPU and OBS. Is OBS the best option, or do you have anything that's better for low spec systems? I've only played with OBS. I don't really know anything else. I forgot about the app secret. Oh yeah, the webhook stuff too. Yeah. Dutch, or just a coincidence that you have ice skating mountains in Dutch as your name? That's funny. We should create a token manager to manage all these tokens. I mean, you don't really need to. You just need to know which APIs are which. Neil says, "Where did you learn all this stuff?" A lot of this was reading the docs and just trying stuff until it worked. I legitimately spent like a whole month just trying to figure out how this shit works. And then slowly building more and more features until it was functional. A lot of this actually happened on stream too. But my initial research was just reading through these and trying stuff until it worked. Is this? Why do they have silly diagram here? But yeah, there's the about GitHub apps. Will they have a tutorial now? Oh, that's nice. This would have been helpful. Except it's in Ruby. Well, maybe not though. Lucas LB, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, I don't know. It was a lot of reading, and I kind of know about how the GitHub API works. So I was really just like fitting my prior experience with it into the app model, which is pretty different. Hey, token manager. Don't say that too loud, or look at this graph. Yeah, indeed. Koenig says, do your 7 worker instances read from a queue, or how did you implement splitting the work? Yes, there's a queue. Do we have the drawing from last time? Oh, I guess we didn't include the queue here. This is how the cache system works. But there's a queue. And the runners pull things off the queue, basically. But yeah. The auto update, the auto updater, the thing that processes this. So there's two queues. There's the auto update queue and there's the run queue. The auto update queue is just fed through Lambda. So this is entirely Lambda. And I could process this faster. I'm currently only processing it with parallelism of 1. Because that's what GitHub recommends. I'm pretty sure I could put it at 2 and they would probably be okay with it. But yeah, this is all Lambda, and the run queue, the orange queue here, there's an SQS queue that handles that. A lot of Stack Overflowing, I assume. So the problem is there's actually not much on Stack Overflow for this. So Stack Overflow is not actually very helpful, unfortunately. API dev in a nutshell: stare at the docs, trying it until it works, wondering why it isn't in the docs. Yeah, wondering why you get a fucking 422 for every single error code. Joker1, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Try PagerDuty's API? Yeah, their shit's amazing. By amazing, I mean terrible. This is not one of those cases that spending a month trying stuff can save you a couple hours reading the docs. No, the docs, like, I mean, the spending a month was while completely reading over their docs, and yeah. I'm a consultant. I have to make up silly stuff from time to time. Otherwise, I don't liven up to the consultant reputation. Interesting. Elmi says, I believe OBS is the best option. My specs let me stream YouTube with OBS, but not Streamlabs. Marza says, bugs everywhere. Yeah, it's true. It's true. How you doing? Welcome back. PagerDuty API bad. We've got a hackathon coming up, and I'd like to avoid pain if possible. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. User says, how did you get rid of robot, Anthony? Yeah, so I made sure to sound test before stream today. And this was my sound test. This is my sound test. Can you hear it, chat? Pause this. Anyway, that was me before stream. So it's a good thing I did a sound test. But yeah, usually when it does that, I just unplug and replug. I don't really know what's causing it. It's sometimes when I restart my computer, but no idea. What was the OBS versus Streamlabs drama about? So Streamlabs, the way their client works is they have forked OBS and they have called it Streamlabs OBS. And then they have trademarked both Streamlabs OBS and OBS. Even though they are unaffiliated with OBS, which is the open source project. And so OBS is like, what the fuck? You trademarked our name. And that's kind of the TLDR of it. Cupcakes and Bruises says, I have recently changed my major to computer science. Nice, cool, awesome. What are you doing with computer science? I did that at one point. In a way, I still do. But okay, let's check out what's in the dead letter here. Queues. It's probably the same 2 repos we saw last week. Did we see 2 last week? That I need to figure out how to do force pushes at some point. And I think that's what they were last time. Yep, that one is the force push one. And that is also the force push one. I thought I told them and they fixed this. Did they not? Yeah. I commented here and they just ignored me. Okay, well, Anyway, I should fix this at some point, but branch protection. I'm not gonna fix it today, so it doesn't really impact the execution of the system, so we will just ignore that for today. Me too. CS is easy though. Software engineering is hard. Yeah. Oh, you did CS, Anthony? I thought you were a doctor. I was almost going to be a doctor. And then yeah, that doesn't really work out. I was like, make $100,000 out of school or spend $100,000 out of school. Which one should I do? So yeah, did not end up doing med school, so but that's fine. Okay, auto update day seems fine. This seems about what I expect. So hashtag one off. Yeah, you can be a doctor in computer science. Yeah. I don't know. Then I would have to still spend money to get a fancy piece of paper that doesn't actually make me any more money. So probably not gonna do that. My dad ran a shop called the PC Doctor a very long time ago. It burned down. That's so fitting. It's so funny. Okay. Let's get started with the open source part of today. The first thing is this PR, which currently the pre-commit the CI for pre-commit is failing. I love that I have to disambiguate that. Is failing because the Perl modules are not right or some shit. So it's currently failing due to this 404ing? I don't fucking know how CPAN works. I'm not gonna pretend to try and understand. But the oldest one here is the beginning of January 2021, and the version we were installing successfully last week was some version in 2020. Does anyone here work with Perl modules at all and would maybe know what's going on here? Because I don't fucking know what's going on. Really no point in getting a grad degree in computer science if all you want to do is work. Yeah. The CI for the CI isn't seeing eye to eye. Yeah. Virtual Paracosm says, do you still dress up even though you work remotely? I don't even put on clothes to do work. Most of my the only reason I got dressed today was I had to interview someone. And I really only put on like workout clothes to interview them because I just was like, whatever, I don't give a shit. But yeah, some days I just lay in bed and work. Which is really not a good strat, but whatever. Failing because the Perl modules are failing or some shit. Every time I hear about Perl, this is indeed my reaction. Yeah. You have to send to see how much he dresses down. Yeah. All I can say is that I'm sane enough to not use Perl. Yeah, someone I should wear the onesie for an interview. That would be hilarious. Yeah, Stripe is very furry positive. Med96 Caldi, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't know why my brain just was like K and then H. How do pronounce? But welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I've nearly brought my work laptop to bed and I've resisted so far. You should try it. It's actually pretty nice. Nicker says, I don't watch your stream every day, but I'm glad you had an interview before this stream. I had an interview at like 9 a.m. today. It was a long time ago. And it wasn't me interviewing, it was me interviewing someone else. Cleeman, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. It's a power move. Last member says, have you thought about doing videos for your job getting serious on resumes/cover letters? Well, I can do the like 30-second cover letter, which is don't fucking bother. And resumes, I could probably do something about resumes. Yeah. Problem is my resume has personally identifiable information on it, so I would have to redact that when demoing it, but yeah. Hey, what's up, Sempan10? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Right, yeah. How many interviews do you do a week? So we're supposed to be capped at 3. But that doesn't always happen. Like last week, I think I did 4, maybe 5. Not that many. It's not bad. Like at Lyft, I was doing 4 or 5 a week. Yelp, I was doing 3 or 4 a week. So it's about on par. Linked list, how you doing? Some furry animals are stripe positive too, like tigers. Yeah. John Mike says, now I'm imagining my stupidly heavily water-cooled PC to bed. Oh, yeah, bringing that to bed. Yeah. He's lying over the clothes state. I didn't wear this for the interview. You kidding me? I wore basketball shorts and a ratty hackathon t-shirt from like 2014. I don't give a shit. I don't care what they think of me. Cover letters who mega lol. Yeah, exactly. 2 interviews a week. Yeah. Is it hard to hire people, as they say? I mean, interviews are exhausting. I will say that on both sides of the table. I don't know. Stripe has like a very particular rubric for grading candidates, so it's not that hard to like figure out the blah 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 whether they passed or failed. But Zither says, do you know how -d in the curl command can be replicated in Python's request model? You mean urlib request? Yeah, I can show you that. Like how I ran L and then S, and neither of them are commands. Exactly. Repos push. I believe this has an example. Yeah, here we go. This is the equivalent of -d using urlib request. This is a wrapper around urlib request. So, if you were to do it out, you would have. Okay, not that file. Right, I was doing some shit earlier. So typically you would have your URL here, and if it's a post request, then you would have some body, and if it were JSON, oh right. So okay, this reminded me of something. So the project that I was working on Sunday, with Kevin, this project. So Kevin is super French, like very, very French. And we were basically on a voice call all day, and only like 4 hours into talking about this, I said "JSON" out loud, and he lost his shit. He thought it was so fucking funny. But anyway, this is what you would do for sending data in a request, and you need to make sure that it's bytes. So that's what this encode is, because JSON's going to give you a str. Oh wait, no, that's not how this works. You would have to make a request, and then you would do resp equals urlib.request.urlopen rec. So it would look like that. Yeah, good question. Have you ever been recognized in an interview? Yeah, quite a few times. People either being like, hey, I've seen your GitHub repos before, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I've had a few people that are like, hey, I watch your YouTube videos. I'm like, awkward. Okay, well, follow me on twitch.tv/anthonywritescode. But yeah. Can you put the All American Rejects t-shirt for the final interview? It might lead to some interesting conversation. I've definitely worn a band t-shirt to interviews before. That's definitely happened. Does Stripes share the rubric with candidates? Hey candidate, here's all the answers to the interview. Make sure you do all these things. No, they definitely do not. Yeah, I mean, then the interview would just be memorize and regurgitate. So, Kimiko says, I kind of want to apply just to say hi, but that's assuming I may get that far in the pipeline. Yeah, I mean, I think you could get through. Hey, I sold you a Pokemon onesie. That would be. Well, I'm interviewing Amazon.com. But yeah. Je sens. Okay, so what was I doing? Oh, Pearl shit. I have CPAN. I do, so I can in theory run the Pearl tests. Also, apparently CPAN on Windows just always exits 0, which I found today, which is fun. Real awesome. Don't know why that is, but dice pull, yeah. Success. Nice. Your GitHub Actions is now cat jamming. Perfect, perfect. Deep Zimio, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Nice. Oh, you have wait. I assume cat jam. I think this is your bot. This is GitHub Actions doing unrelated stuff. Yeah, okay. I see. Cool. Nice. Working interview asking you to use asking you stuff you'll never use on the job. Yeah. Okay, Jay. How you doing? Hello, hello. Okay, so if I do oh, I already had a virtual env. In theory, I should have one passing and one failing test. Kamika says, been playing with an idea. What do you think about show us an open source contribution that you're proud of as an alternative to a take-home test? Ooh, that would be kind of neat. Wait. Why is this working? Is there some like Perl cache that's going on? Uh, uh, tilde CPAN? Oh? When is this from? 2019? Home/.cpan fills up with garbage. And they went to the cPanel forums. I'm pretty sure those two projects are completely unrelated. But that's pretty funny. Wait, what if cPanel is a bunch of Perl? That actually wouldn't surprise me. Hello, how was your day? Is also asking questions you don't need on the job. Yeah, that's true. Hey, what's up, Big LPT? Hello, hello. hp.cat/201. 201 is what? Continue? Created. Ah. I don't understand this cat. cPan Enterprise Linux. Yeah. Showing 24 changed files with 1700 additions, 1700 deletions. Yay for not shit coding more. Nice, nice. Wait, what the fuck? Why is this passing? cpackage-o switch cpan. Where do you come from? Perl. How the fuck does this work? I am confused. I don't know how this is possibly working. But perhaps I will be able to debug and find out. Yeah, so somehow it installed this version. But if we look on this, that version does not exist. It's definitely not flaking. Oh, let's figure out why you're passing. I mean, it definitely installed Perl Tidy. How though? Oh, how did you work? Man, cpan. Maybe GitHub Actions change something? GitHub Actions, cpan. Change log. Announcements. Node.js, Selenium, none of these seem relevant to Perl. So this is a really old Perl. No, that's not a really old Perl. Maybe this is a really old Perl? Perl. Oh, it's the same version. Oh, but I think I'm using the 804 ones. Same CPN version. Well, we can try bumping that to the latest version. Test me. Yeah, we'll leave Windows and we'll leave one of the Tox environments. Yeah, we don't need Dart or Swift or R or Corsair or Ruby. And on Windows, we don't need Ruby, Conda, Dart, or R. That should hopefully allow us to test quickly. Only 2 states of programming. It doesn't work and you don't know why, or it does work and you don't know why. Yeah, exactly, Julian. I have no idea. And Jake says, I want to learn programming. I currently have no real experience with it. What guides/courses would you recommend to learn Python, for example? Yeah, check out the link that Kanbiko just sent you. And hopefully get you started. Flake8 says, I hate when my brain suddenly remembers stuff from 6 years ago. Nothing embarrassing though, but I'm frightened it's already 6 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know that feel. I know that feel. .m files associated with the C language. I'm sure missing the documentation. Looking at the documentation for GC including the M file associated with Objective-C, which identify agrees with, but I can't find a reference that's used by C. What? M. Yeah, why does it say both C and Objective-C? Which asshole did this? It's probably me. Wait. Why is Control F not seeing .m? Oh, because it's not .m, it's just m. Add Objective-C and Objective-C++. Add a bunch more extensions. It may just be a mistake. I wonder. Empty. Well, let's go to source graph. File name. It's file. I never remember. Text is always different. What do these files look like? Yeah, that doesn't look like any C that I know. It's close to C, but not quite. Objective C, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a mistake. I agree with this. Cool. And that might be a mistake. Been around for quite some time in 12. Can't find a reference for .m. See. Okay, with removing that from that extension. um, 30 is very in this year. I'm hoping 31 is very in this year. Mila says, "Hey Anthony, please, do you plan to make a video about async? Yeah, at some point. The thing is, I don't think I have too much fresh stuff to talk about in async. Like, I can talk about basics and why it doesn't actually make things faster in a lot of cases. Kind of how it works, that sort of thing, but I don't know. This server says, what do you think about running CI as a cron and GitHub Actions? I saw this in talks. I never thought about this before. Yeah, I used to do this with Travis CI back in the day. But I don't really need it anymore because pre-commit CI runs once a week. And so I already get my cron. Mr. Blunder, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. The idea behind running a cron is so that you know quicker when things break. But I don't know that it's worth the CO2 to do all that, so. Okay, you should have failed very quickly, which is good. It still took 2.5 minutes on Windows. Output here. So this used some other version of Perl Tidy. I don't know where it got it from, but it did. Jerome, hello. Also maybe MATLAB and Wolfram Mathematica source files? Oh. And being MATLAB scripts. Yeah, I don't fucking. Eighth Wall, hello. Welcome. And Mr. Blunder. Okay, so this is failing like that, which is fine. And put the 404 here. Cool. So now what I want to try is just blindly bumping to the next Ubuntu version. I can do that, I think, by just bumping this to a 4. My newer Ubuntu image. The associate program MATLAB versus Mathematica changing after every season of upgrades. Oh no. Oh no. It would be kind of annoying. Oh. MATLAB is in .m files. That sucks. Not what to do about that. Jane says, ever heard of or had experience with Pi Scaffold? I have used it before. I didn't really like it. I don't remember why I didn't like it, but I mostly just use CP. It works fine. The recommendation for Mathematica is to use MD? Damn, you would have thought they would have learned by not stepping on toes in the first place to not step on toes again. But not everyone is good at choosing stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go fill up my water while this is running. I will be right back, and I will see you in a sec. Hello, I'm back. Why MD? Mathematica doesn't even have a D yet. Mathematics. Kyler Marku, hello. Good to see you. Mathematica notebooks are NB. Oh, yeah, NB, I guess, is slightly less terrible. Okay, that did not magically fix things. Why don't I have this directory? Do find tildes. Have it in some Docker containers. Local share cpan. What's in this meat data file? Some binary shit. Alright, let's delete this directory because it's probably why it's passing locally. So hopefully this will fail now. One of them will pass, the other one will fail. This one should pass, the other should fail. Assuming I did this right. Please fail, please fail. Yes! Okay, cool. Well, we have it failing now, so that's good. They used to use dash.m before they changed it to WL for Wolfram language. What? What? So the laziest thing that I can do is just bump the version. I think I'm gonna try that first. But I am confused about Windows. Let's just bump to this version. Do this. And do this. And now maybe it'll pass. Makes language, names it after himself. Even named the chemical element tungsten after himself in some languages. Oh, is that true? Is that why it's W? Does the test make a network request? Yes. Many of the tests do. Because they need to validate end-to-end execution. Because otherwise, how would you know if it worked? Or when it breaks? It's crazy how long it takes like the job to initialize. Precomment CI can be done by that amount of time. Wild how much setup there is that goes on here. Yay! It passed. But, you know, red because of coverage, which is fine. Not on Windows. Message. My friend is messaging me. Alright, does Windows work? Is the question. The new language around 2013 when they added language service support for the Pi and needed a name, but it had been in the back end of Mathematica for a long time. I see. Anotha says, I have a silly idea about making a precomment hook called Anthony so that it shows Anthony passed. It would work. Hey, okay, so that passes Windows. Get cherry pig, test me. This is just to unbreak CI. Maybe not the best solution. But it'll do. And with the naming, I specifies that Wolfram research is Wolfram language. I'm calling Hamlin's razor on this one. The name of the element Wolfram tungsten comes from the German words for wolf's froth / cream. By froth, do you mean cum? Is that what you're going for, Jalmega? Copy X Seraph, welcome to the stream. How you doing? What is this notification? I think that's probably a mistake. Cool. 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 6.9k stars? Is that? Oh yeah, it's true. Getting close to that 7k. Literally copied it from Wikipedia. I see. I see. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Don't click that. I don't know what it is. Yeah, don't click on ni.ce. I don't know what that is. Don't do it. Might not even be a real thing, but don't click on it. The stream taught me about http.cat. Yeah, http.cat's pretty cool. I just got its scientific name from this. Just reading the name section. Wolframite. Iron or magnesium. Oh, repeating iron, magnesium, wolfram tetraoxide. Cool. Iron, manganese, not magnesium. Duh. Tungstate. That's cool. Dope. Wolframite. Considered to be a conflict mineral due to the unethical mining practices. Interesting. Anyway. Like I've been missing out on my career using it on my junior devs every single time now. Nice, nice. Yeah, MG. Yeah, like magnesium oxide is OMG. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew that. I just wasn't thinking. Easy to mix the two up. I was on the Wikipedia page for Wolfram language. The design by just says Stephen Wolfram. I don't know about that one. Tungsten cubes are all the rage now. Yeah, I was actually thinking of getting one. Not because of the like crypto bullshit, but before that, because they're extremely heavy for their size. Like a 1.5 inch cube is like 1 kilogram or something like that. Yeah, something that's this big, like that big, is a kilogram. It's fucking nuts. Same density as gold. Yeah, but little itty bitty cube, big heavy. What are they used for? I don't know. Cool paperweights. That's all I would use it for. I don't even have paper to weigh down, but they're a little pricey. They're just a little bit pricey. Ooh, I could get a 4-inch one, which is 20 kilo. But I don't really think spending 3,500 on a 20 kilo cube is a good investment. What would you use the cube for? Just to have it. Every time I hear tungsten, it reminds me on a legacy platform we support that uses tungsten replicator for a MySQL HA setup. Oh, interesting. I'd actually love one of those periodic tables with physical samples of each element. Yeah, me too. Those are really cool. Big heavy says dude man, yeah. Yeah. Expensive to work, it's for working out. Yeah, there's no way they would clear that expense would clear. Absolutely no way that they would be like, yeah, ship it. Wellness benefit. Yes, I need this cube in my life. Hey, what's up, Crow? How you doing? The MOTD is just hi. You have set it back to MOTD. All is in balance. Okay, cool. So we're gonna let that build. And once that finishes building, then I can good code change like a ghost this, because these can be combined. And then merge that and rebase this and all this other stuff. Oh yeah, I've just stopped replying to things that have reds on them. Probably close them at some point. What is this? Randall Monroe? Randall Monroe. Periodic wall of elements. Of cube-shaped bricks. Oh, this is one of those, one of those what ifs, right? XKCD what ifs. Oh, I haven't read those in a long time. I'm like 400 comics behind on XKCD. Y'all fighting over the MOTD. I only have 24K. Yeah. I'm surprised it has only been 92 times, to be honest. It feels like it's been a lot more than that, but I guess only 92 times. So this should, the Linux one should be almost done. Maybe. They just take a while. Okay, anyway, while that is going, the other thing that I wanted to work on today was some big ol' refactors in flake8. I have a giant mega branch that I've been slowly pulling parts out of. And I think we're gonna try and move the configuration file stuff into core today. That is the plan. It's because only one person changes to MOTD consistently. I mean, a lot of new people that join the stream are like, what is this MOTD? I will just set it to MOTD. And then they're like, oh, I get it. I understand now. Yeah. Spring says, didn't Cody's lab get in trouble with the NERC for making one of those including plutonium? I think they just, I mean, he has a lot of nuclear samples and he just got in trouble because a lot of them showed up and yeah, we're like, hey, why do you have so much nuclear material collected in one spot? Fungalon says, I realized that Git was written by Linus Torvalds. I realized why it is possible to forcibly commit to master. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Apparently making even a handful of plutonium atoms per year is still illegal in the US. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The MOTD fight. Okay, cool. So these are passing. We just have to make sure Windows passes, and that's the one that's questionable at best. To be fair, a handful of atoms is a lot. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Git is meant to be rude. Yeah, yeah. Well, the name Git is a British insult, if I recall correctly. Oh, that's the first time you've ever used points, Omega? Nice. Using it for good, I see. Okay, so so this branch currently is a pretty significant refactor. I think that I can factor, let's see what changed in this file. I think that I can take the changes from this file and this file and split those out. Changed here. Nothing doing. Yeah. Changed here. I think I have to leave this file alone. Yeah, we're gonna try and leave that file alone. We're gonna try and split out those other two files. Okay. Config discovery. And Sorovi, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Putting floats in Jinja is always like age 1.5000002. I'll never learn from it. Yeah. Toggle stand-up desk is not cheap. Yeah, I didn't want it to just be going up and down all streams, so I made it a little expensive. That reminds me I should stand but blanket warm. Yeah. Dominic says the review code option really just makes me want to write some complex obfuscated code and let you look at it. Bogan on Joint says, hello, my favorite AA streamer. What does that mean? I mean, they aren't that big. From noob to pro Twitch, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Chris says, how much does the keyboard cost? I don't know. I got it for free. Presumably I need to also options config. We have aggregator test? No? Here. Yeah, presumably we also want that one too. Okay. I'm just gonna apply this and then start trying to make things work. Which is just going to explode. New module name flake8. There we go. Okay. Parker. Option manager. Oh, I think I can use the old option manager. This part didn't change. Right. So prong equals flake8 version equals this. Parents don't need to pass. So I think do that, perhaps. Need to syntax properly, putting a comma here. Line, even though that's just gonna make more of a conflict. Let's not put it online, just to save myself conflicts. Oh shit. Okay, this might be easier than I thought. Config file finder. Oh, Ann Arbor. Okay. It's like, are you speaking about my breast size? Just import lib and make him squirm. Oh, it would just have to. It would have to be import lib metadata or import lib resources. Yes. Then happens. Wherever Marsha is, she deserves it. Okay, I probably deserve that bonk. I was enjoyed your stream, wondered what your life story looks like. How'd you end up doing open source Python? And how can an entry-level person, what can an entry-level person do to walk in your shoes? Do you work with Python at your job too? Please come over here so I don't have to ask a million questions. Love the stream. Yeah, well, welcome. I mean, I've kind of talked about this in a bunch of different ways before, but I've been mucking around with computers since actually a podcast you can listen to that answers this part. But I've been playing around with computers since I was like 10. I originally started with cheating on math homework on my TI 83 calculator, writing TI Basic, and um, I was the only one in my class, well, one of the few people in my class that had a TI-83, so I was unable to like share that code with other people because they wanted my quadratic solver too. Um, and so I ported it to Visual Basic and wrote macros in a Word document so I could distribute it on floppy disks. And people were like, "Oh, this is awesome!" It kind of showed me that sharing code can make a big impact on people. As for like open source, I've been I've been working on a lot of open source since like 2014ish. Mostly just projects that I use, finding bugs, fixing bugs, and getting more involved with projects. Over time, became more of a maintainer and created a bunch of my own stuff, and that's kind of where I've ended up now. I have used Python at all of my jobs since 2012. Prior to that, I was a JavaScript and C# developer. Yeah, I do use Python at my job right now, currently. I played this game this morning, smushed a plus 3k code diff, hit talks, and just watched it burn. Yeah. 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 Anthony, it's time to let the dogs out. Yeah. Did you say floppy disk? I did indeed. What part of Stripe is Python? I had an impression it was big on JavaScript/TypeScript. Stripe is mostly Ruby. The front end is TypeScript React-ish, and the like data sciencey bullshit is Python and Scala, and there's some Go services and some Java services. Yeah. Okay, config finder. Get local. Shit. Got rid of that, didn't I? Oh no, it's still there. Continue. Config finder. I think we have a config finder at that point. But anywhere I see config file finder, I'm just gonna put it in quotes for now. That will allow me to import stuff and get further. Initialize. Yeah, that shit's gonna be broken. That's fine. Okay, this should allow us to at least discover tests, maybe. Why you need this? Mock config finder. I hate how many stupid mocks are in this. It fucking sucks. Do this for now. Okay, cool. I got something. Andy's a boomer confirmed. Yeah, rip me, I guess. Do companies use Java? Yeah. We can't escape it. Root of all instances. Oh, hey, this Java library is out of date. Yeah. Yeah. We currently have that mess. We're trying to upgrade Bazel on M1. And we're doing like... There's some like Netty library that needs to support Unix domain sockets or some shit. I don't know. Have you mocked a mock yet? Funny you ask about that. For a while, mocking a mock just like recursed forever and just never completed. Or it did complete, but it took like 3 seconds. And yeah. It has gotten better since then. Mocking a mock is still kind of slow though. Reasons I don't understand. Okay, so let's try and get this working first. Flake8 t.py. And I think we can take some of the config finding code that was in here. It should look very similar. Load config. Is reasonable. Where does load config come from? So we can just do config.load config. And I don't believe we need any of this shit. Okay, so that should get us further. None type is not iterable. This needs to default to list. Okay, so now we're to this line. You need. What do you need? We got rid of this function, but we need it. Wait, what? Oh, it's the red code I'm trying to look at. I see. Java doesn't have deconstructors. Wait, really it does, right? But you just don't write them. Because it's all garbage collected. I also dislike that Java generics aren't generics, but just type erasure and virtual calls. And that's also true in C#. XNWTZNZ, welcome to the stream. Java syntax reminds me of calculations in TensorFlow. CopyXServe says, man, I love watching Anthony. After work, my brain is fried, but coming in here, I still feel like coding. Plus, I get to interact with a nice community. Yeah, indeed, indeed. Best way to learn high quality Python code, read through open source GitHub repos. There's a lot of garbage open source code. I would say most open source code is garbage code. Because it has to solve a lot of edge cases that like you don't usually need to think about, I guess. C# is actual generics? Is it though? I guess it depends on how you define generics. Isn't C# just like creating its own special types that are Oh, everything is handled as object in Java. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, that makes sense. Learning the why behind linting rules is my favorite way of going from beginner to intermediate. Yeah, that is a good idea. Local plugins. What is that supposed to type? So I guess local plugins equals none. That's real fucking helpful. Optional list of stir. Okay, that's easy. Okay, that is easy to do. How is this none? We also need configure. And we will get rid of this function in the other patch. But we're trying to do things incrementally. I'm trying to have less Big Bang patch. Find plugins. We'll get to that in a second. Um, songs about Git? No. Push it, committed. My computer is dying. Catastrophic failure. Fuck this shit. I'm out. That's pretty funny. Listen to the Kubernetes podcast on Knative and Vil Icus. In Google, when people reference the Kubernetes project as how things in Golang should work. Oof. Imagine that when they were creating it, they were learning how to write Go, so some things aren't the best way to do things. Understatement right there. Programming is fun. Sometimes you say things like how to kill child and parent, and how to reattach a detached head, or how to bash cat with pipe. Yeah. Yep. Is this finished yet? Really? Man, these Windows tests take fucking forever. In 30 minutes. Well, the Perl test had passed. It's absurd. Nobody has time for that shit. Okay. Find local plugins. Yeah, so I did this completely separately. Okay. Copy this for now. Oops. So that's that part of this. Still have to do this part and this part. But I think that's not tricky. Using Windows 11? I have not done that yet. Someone creates like 500 lines of code. Do you still read all of it and review it? Most of the time, yeah. Yeah. Types how to kill child with fork. My FBI agent is like, wait, hold up. Types programming FBI agent. Okay, he's fine. Yeah. Last word says, can you build plugins for Babby? I don't know what they'll look like. Maybe. Currently, no. Parse comma separated list. Okay, that's easy. There's up here. Um, okay. That'll be the next thing we have to fix. Config parser is not defined. Person that the FBI has an agent per person in the entire world. Not sure they hide them all yet. Looking for a break and maybe a chuckle. Hope this isn't your resume, because it has personally identifiable information on it. Is it because they bolded the word "come"? Is that why I'm supposed to giggle at this? Read the bullet points. I just saw "come." Newsfeed infrastructure using React for AI on blockchain. Optimize web app feed performance through new server-side React larceny AI algorithm to quickly resolve big data pipeline. This is very clearly a meme resume. Funny though. 35. 357. Yes, this is the next thing. How many tests are we up to now? Like 43 before? Wait, we've gone in the wrong direction. It was on Reddit. It was on Reddit. Does anyone know if it was on Reddit? Okay, what are you supposed to do with the config file? The aggregate options. Options aggregator. Okay, so we did actually change this to take config and configure. Okay, that's good. Parser. This should take config and configure. Wow. I am amazed that it was not that hard. Okay, down to 22 filling. Show capture. Oh, this is why I hate logging. Fuck logging. Cover says, I never knew --devenv was a thing on Tux. Oh yeah, devenv is amazing. And I'm not just saying that because I implemented it. But yeah, Tux --devenv, fucking great. Real good. No, fucking legacy API. No. No. Yeah, I added that. That was me. It me. Ah, legacy API sucks. It's super broken. And I'm doing this change here, but I'm throwing away this code, so kind of blows. But all right, here's our config file finder. Useless doc strings go away. So then we'll find plugins with config and configure. Yes. This is config configure meaning args. Might get us more test passing. Ooh. And I think this guy just goes away. Testing a thing is goodbye gone. Config parser, I believe that's gone as well. Yes. Get rid of that as well. Yes, get local plugins respects isolated. We don't have that function anymore. Hey, what's up, Sarcastic Dante? Hello, hello. Recruitment hell thing clearly shows recruiters either don't read resumes and mails or they have a great sense of humor. I think it's mostly that they just. Yeah, so I just factored this whole thing out. So I think I can just delete. I'm gonna delete it. Look at it. Test legacy. Boy. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, what is it doing? Config finder equals a mock config finder. Why? I can just. I like how this is no QA E501. And it got splatted to multiple lines. I should run yes QA on this. Okay, I think I can just delete this. Look at how fucking useless this test is. It's literally just set up a bunch of mocks, call a function, and then assert that the mocks got their shit passed through. What a useless. Like what happens if we just do this? Oh. Maybe that's enough to make this test happy. It doesn't matter, I'm deleting this test anyway. Option manager got unexpected keyword arguments plugin version. Oh, because I changed that in the other branch. Was that maybe the only one? Some loser. Thank you for the $1 donation. Appreciate that. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't know who you are, but thank you for the buck. Okay. Does this pass? Ooh. How bad did I knock down coverage? They did delete a lot of tests. Oh, it went up. Sick. And another buck. Thank you again, some loser. Oh, Kambiko, you stream? I had no idea. We haven't streamed in a while. Too many meetings at work to sit in my room and talk to myself even more. I know that feel. So is most of the minus from this branch? No, it's still about half from the other branch. And now $2 from some loser. Wait. Is the next going to be $3? Is this a Fibonacci? Surprised you don't have a global get-ignore with t.py in it? Well, sometimes I check in t.py. I don't have any global get-ignore. I have a reason. I think it's because I was too dumb to figure out how it works. Like, honestly. Whoa, 1125. This isn't Fibonacci. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate that. Not even DS store? I don't work on Mac, so I would never generate a DS store file. 125. Wait, I am not familiar with this sequence. Wait, this is genomes. That's not what I want. This is the one I'm looking at. 1125. Oh, this number gets big quick. Are there any other sequences? Oh, now it's back to 2. Okay, well, I don't think that's a sequence that exists. Does it? It's part of the decimal expansion of product P prime. But thank you for the donations. I appreciate that. Yeah, I called it. Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of the service. Kimiko. OEIS. Yes. Okay. I know that I'm pretty sure a lot of these are not used now, and I can just delete them. And $10. Some loser. How are you doing? Are you okay? How's your Monday going? Are you gonna talk in chat? I'm very appreciative. Pogger's rich, yeah. Right? I guess I can at least give you a button for that. There you go. There's button. I'm an e-boy now. Only used in this ReamD. Loser says not gonna need it. Okay. Well, thank you nonetheless. Delete this file. Nope, I guess not. Okay, that one's still used. Blah, 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 blah. Is this one used? Is okay. It's gone. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Indeed, indeed. I will not look a gift horse in the mouth. Refactor and simplify. Configuration loading. And then it's going to be a real pain in the ass to rebase this on the other branch. Cry party. But I can do this. Then and rebase this. And then I can good code change like a ghost. This mzeet. Rodrigo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. A wild merge conflict appears? Yeah. We're gonna have fun with that in a sec. Get. I should add in those things. Get config key 1. I don't know if they're 0 indexed or not. Oh, actually, this seems problematic. I wonder if they're 0 indexed. I should read the docs. I'll add them, tests for them. Let's see. A 0 indexed. N. The configs are 0 indexed. Where do we use this? Use this to do init and add. And what thing wins if you have it doesn't matter? I think those are the only two places. Yeah. Talks dev app, yeah. Yeah, all the grandson of the 10th US president is still alive. The 10th US president was born in 1790. Oh. Sebke says, never seen that keyboard before. Well, if you want to learn more about it, there are some links for you. Okay. Good code changed like a ghost. Dumb loser, thank you again for the donation. Okay, let's figure out why this is broken. Empty. Oh, we're in the wrong repo. 71. Manager.parseArgs. Argument 1 to parse args is type optional sequence stir, expected optional list stir. What? What do you mean? What are you? Oh, you're an option manager. Oh. So I changed that in the other branch. The sequence. Do not import it because it is already there. What am I programming right now? We're working on two different things at the moment. One is pre-commit, which is my linter and code formatter framework. I am basically accepting a pull request from this individual and rebasing this branch. Now I bumped version to get it green again. We should probably merge this or something like it at some point once we work out it's broken on Windows. Windows. God damn it. It's because I said it and my brain was like, yes, type Windows, type it again. Okay. Reindent. Import order. Refactor and simplify configuration. Yeah, so one part that I was working on was pre-commit, which is a linter and code formatter framework that I created, and the other is flake8, which is a Python linter framework. You may be sensing a pattern here as to what I work on. This is gonna fail the docs and the self-test and all sorts of other shit that I can fix. Let's do that first. Euler, the 18th century mathematician, is still publishing papers. Yeah, that's what I thought. Git show plugin simplification. So I can cherry pick this file, like. You're right, as much code in the world, but you gotta make the docs work. Oh, is that it? Not bad. Wait, why is it doing it again? That was weird. This still references the old shit. File finder. Longer a thing. Check plugins and formatting plugins. Was that? Where's the configuration files and the command? I got rid of this. I swore I did. Why it's still there? so we got rid of that. Other classes we get rid of. That is all raw config parser, which is good. Those are the only classes I got rid of. Cool. And since GitHub didn't spit out the URL, I can run this command and it will tell me where to go. Okay, this is gonna be a doozy. It's a bit. And file discovery and raw. Any reading is managed by load config. This produces a loaded raw config parser and a config dictionary directory, which will be used later. Normalized pass. Next, this parses options using the types in option manager. Most of this is done in aggregate option. And this was supposed to be deleted earlier, but was left over. And this is code copy from that other branch. And pass those in. Fine, had to set the default there. Make our new configuration file mergerator. I love when you build a class just to call one method on it, and then never use it again. Love that. Real good. Cool. And this file is a full rewrite, which I've already reviewed that code before, so I don't need to review it again. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. List a sequence, some docs, delete some tests, write some new tests. Cool. Is GitHub compare public? It is indeed. Lives in here. Right here. So if you want that script, there it is. It is pretty specific to the conventions that I use, so it may not work for you, but or you may change your conventions to work closer to how I work, and then it'll work for you. But yeah, basically it parses your remote URLs and does some stuff based on that. So pretty straightforward. Oh, I didn't run the linters. For whatever reason, flake8 does theirs. Complicated fashion. It runs pilot, and I have to write doc strings and other garbage. There says, is adding property to name tuples fine? Yeah, that works fine. As long as you are using Python 3.6.1 or newer. Yes, a bug fix version, because 3.6.0 did not allow methods on name tuples. Yeah. Delete this? Cool. Say less. Oh, maybe this will pass. Cool. But yeah, I do that a lot. I also do like class methods to have alternate constructors for name tuples. And a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, and sometimes I make actual methods too. But yeah, properties are fine. Cache properties are not, because name tuples don't have a mutable dictionary to stuff things into, and so cache property will not work properly. But yeah, you have to get your PR reviewed, or do you just merge? I could wait and get Ian to review it, but I am not going to. I am just going to click the merge button because I'm the primary maintainer, so I'll do what I want, basically. And if Ian points something out after the fact, I'll fix it after the fact. Like I'm not being dictatorial here. This is just the practical choice here. Yeah. Sheesh? What do you mean sheesh? I mean, chat reviewed my code, so that's all that's needed, right? Okay, now we get to do the big sadness rebase. This is really annoying about rebase. So deleted by them actually means deleted by us. The diff in a rebase is backwards, and I don't know why. And I would love if Git just fixed it, but I don't know if I'm wrong or if they're wrong, and I don't know if they know about it. I'm sure they do, because surely a million people have been like, what the fuck, why is rebase backwards? But I don't know, man. Okay, so that's that part. Both added this file and it conflicted? Oh no. Oh no, this is fine. This is fine. That wasn't so bad. What is going on here? I think we want this side. That actually wasn't so bad either. I am concerned about this one though. I rebased onto origin main. So I think while replaying my commits, it should not say, what did it say up here? Deleted by them. When them is me. I did this in my commit that I'm rebasing. Like I think it should say deleted by us instead of them. Okay, this all just gets deleted, right? I think. Boop. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Does it still pass the tests? Is the other question. Okay. That wasn't so bad, I guess. Continue. It is still a plus 1300 minus 2300 change though, so there's still probably more simplification to be doing here. Is Automate the Boring Stuff with Python a good book for beginners? It really amazed me at first, although I like learning from YouTube. Do you think it's a good way to learn from books? I don't learn from books or video tutorials myself. I'm not the best person to ask here. And if you do read that book, be careful about the coding style, because it is not a style that's used by basically anyone in the in the Python ecosystem, because Al has a very particular way that they write code that does not gel nicely with anyone else. SwapGS, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah. Okay. Oh, I should have mypied in the main branch. Because at least one of these became fully typed. I think, maybe? Yeah. I don't think any of these other ones did though. API legacy, main application, checker. Yeah, none of those others did. This fully typed now. Oops, I pushed that directory. Oh well. Oh well. Probably be be a little bit more precise there, otherwise people get the wrong idea that, oh, all of flake8 is typed now. No, not quite. Not quite. Not on this branch. It is on the other branch, but not on this branch. Because I deleted most of the untyped code. Okay. Now the question is, of this other mega branch, what can I factor into the main branch without rewriting everything? In theory, I could... Here I could move the plugins over. Is an idea. And then I could have the Cly refactory later. Euro Newa, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream today? I guess a little intro. My name's Anthony. I primarily work on Python stuff in a lot of open source things that you might have heard of, such as PyTest, Talks, flake8, Precommit, PyFlakes, Dead Snakes, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I like working on linters, code formatters, testing utilities, automation stuff, and yeah, that's what I work on. Today we're working on flake8, which is a Python linter. I am doing some major internal refactors to try and make everything simpler, and hopefully refactor and add additional plugin types and fix some long-standing bugs. But yeah. Anyway, what were you working on stream today? You show up in the chat. If not, if you just want to raid and run, that's fine too. I totally understand how you know, sometimes you got stuff to do. Will this be the 5x release or will it still go into 4x? So you say it won't be around? Okay, cool. Sounds good. Sounds good. Writing a DF-like game in Rust. Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, that sounds awesome. Well, thank you for stopping by. And if you gotta head out, that's fine. And I'll see you around in the future. I have to run to the day job. Cool, cool. Yeah, day job's way more important than watching someone on Twitch. So yeah, have a good one. Thank you for the raid again, and hopefully I'll see you around in the future. Yeah, this will probably go into 5x because I'm planning on deleting the legacy API. It shouldn't make a difference to consumers. Like all of the refactors that I've done so far should be equivalent to the existing behavior. But with 2,000 fewer lines of code. But I'm planning to delete the legacy API because the legacy API is useless right now, and I'm planning to replace it with an actually usable API. But in order to do that, I have to make a lot of pointed refactors. Code refactoring doesn't break existing functionality. Yeah. Well, I'm refactoring the internals, which people often reach into and fuck around with and then get mad when they change. But we advertise that they're markedly not supported, and if you fuck around with the internals, you will find out. But yeah. Just the way things go. Merge that. These took a half an hour last time. Absurd. I don't know why it's so slow. Solchu, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. It's presumably like JavaScript and Ruby tests. Yes. Sepkey, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome. This one further behind. Making Jericho mad? Yeah, anytime I make Jericho mad, easy bonus points. Uh-oh. I break it to GitHub. Is GitHub having issues? Press X to doubt. Mr. Extremely says, hey there, dude. Still doing Python? Yes. Yes. I know, it says 11 hours ago. Don't fix my import lib resources issue on 3.8. Wait, what is your issue on the server? What issue are you talking about? This number is bothering me. It also just got bigger. Oh, look at that later. Okay, good. Oh, I was gonna reply to this. Any interest in owning a flake8 extension for VS Code? What would the maintenance look like? I don't think either of us are well equipped to take on a TypeScript project. Maintain this if the Microsoft Python team is comfortable maintaining it for now. That seems fine. I've been working with tkinter. I like it. Have you used it before? I have used it. I wouldn't say that I enjoyed using it. It was alright, but it was not great from my experience. But I mean, if it's working well for you, then by all means use it. Like, I'm not trying to influence your your technical decisions. I'm just saying that my experience with Tkinter was not the most positive. I like how this person had to clarify. Not an actual horse. Uh, interesting. Cool. Oh shit, is this done now? Hello? You were green. Hello? Wait. Did I just bamboozle myself? That must have been an old pipeline. The new pathlib API attributor module import lib.resources has no attribute files. 3.8 has the import lib-resources backport, but not the new API. Oh. Yeah, the new path, yeah, that shit fucking sucks. I'm actually not a fan of the new pathlib APIs. I don't think they're strictly better, but WK says, what was your hardest problem at programming that you solved? I actually don't think I've solved hard problems in programming. Or at least I don't feel like the problems that I've solved have been particularly hard. But you know, perhaps others would think otherwise. I think I do a lot of, you know, people a lot of people doing things that aren't really hard problems. I mean, they're hard problems, but they're not technically hard. I guess what do you mean by that? Do you mean like technically hard problems, people hard problems, algorithmically hard problems? I used calculus at work once. I made a KD tree for my text editor. I guess, yeah, probably making my text editors is the most technically deep and challenging problem I have solved. I've worked on. I'm not gonna say I solved it. The Rust mod team quit, so should you, says Canis team. Hello, welcome back. I did read about that. I have no idea what's going on. I also, it's drama for the sake of drama, so whatevs. There's no way to get no warnings without using files. Yeah. Yeah, the old APIs were perfectly fine. I don't know why we had to deprecate everything. But that's just what fucking Jericho likes to do. Just rewrite the whole module and get people to yell at you for deprecation errors for forever. Oh, I'm out of water. I am. Are you almost done? Based Path, how you doing? Welcome back. Took me an entire evening to fix up my mixed up matrix maker. Yeah. I'm surprised you got it done that quickly. I assume you have like reasonable tests so that you know whether things don't break or not. And Steam says, how's life? It's going well. It's going well. I don't know. it's doing all right. Did you do something for fun coding challenges? Yes, and speaking of coding challenges, we are going to be doing another one in December. Our yearly advent of code. And we'll unlock at midnight on December 1st. So next Wednesday, we will be starting with the first puzzle, and we'll be going through all of that, which will be fun. I'm gonna go fill up my water. I will be right back. Hello, I'm back. I heard I heard somewhere that you should take hard problems and hit them with a sledgehammer until they're a bunch of little problems. Yeah. We're getting a leaderboard set up. I think we can just reuse the one from last year. You have a private leaderboard. Okay, yeah, we have the same one from last year. Sweet. Yeah, so this is our private leaderboard code. I will post that on the Discord in the Advent of Code channel. Oh. It is already pinned. I will just copy and paste this again. Message link. Just a reminder, same code as last year for the private leaderboard. Boop. Cool. Yeah, so we'll be doing the same private leaderboard as last year. If resources are plain text, I'm gonna need a .py with a giant multi-line string assigned to a constant, so no import lib needed. Yeah, that's the old school way. Virtual Barricosm says I should probably go through AOC 2020. Yeah, I felt like 2020 was actually pretty easy, relatively. But yeah, I finished 2020. We recently finished 2019. And prior to that was 2018. This was the first year I did it, I think. I don't think I have 2017 done. I have a few days just as demos. Visumi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, next Monday, in a week from today, I'll probably set up my Advent of Code repo and get that going, so we're ready to zoom and solve stuff. Basically, is there gonna be a stream leaderboard? Yeah, it's in the Advent of Code channel on the Discord. If you join the Discord, go to the Advent of Code channel. There is a leaderboard thing there. But yeah, we're just reusing the same leaderboard as last year. Strike it up. And the year before, I guess, technically. But yeah, I'm totally gonna screw up my sleep schedule. Because it starts at midnight my time rather than last year when I was in Pacific time, where it just starts at 9 p.m. Starting at 9 p.m. was super chill. It was basically like, oh yeah, come home from the bar, play some AOC, and go to bed by like 10 p.m. or whatever. But now it's start at midnight and then go till 2 or 3 a.m. and then go to sleep. Are you gonna time box yourself? I mean, within reason. I think even last year I time boxed myself to like 3 or 4 hours. Which, like, actually we can just check because 2020, because I think I finished all of them basically within a day. Stats? No, where's the like time thing? Is it on leaderboard? Personal stats. Yeah, here we go. So the longest solve for part 1 was 40 minutes. Yeah, and the longest solve for part 2 was 17 hours. I finished this one the next day. Beyond that, an hour and 21, hour and 6, 2 hours. Pretty amazing that I was 2 hours in and still top 1400. Also look at the well, I know, never mind. I know the turnaround time on this one. I know why I was so quick. It's part 2, but look at the turnaround time on this one. 70 seconds from part 1 to part 2. Pretty legit. This is 2 minutes from part 1 to part 2. Another 2 minutes. Oh, I got points on both these days. Nice. And I flubbed part 2. 5 minutes from part 1 to part 2 is pretty good. This one I took a long time to get the the initial thing though. Hour, 20 minutes. Oh, this one I had like some stupid bug. Pretty good. Oh, here's another minute to get to part 2. Yeah, pretty good. Anyway. Yeah, I go fast. I get some points. I did not have enough points to get the overall leaderboard, but I was pretty close. 402 points. And if we look at this, the bottom of the leaderboard was 588. Oh, you can't see it because it's off screen. 588. I was pretty close, but did not quite reach leaderboard there. Hey, what's up, Niram? How you doing? Progress feels good, man. Yeah. Actually, speaking of which, I wonder what I did previous years. I know 2019 I stopped. I still got rank top 6,000 here. This day 19 fucking sucked. This was like a mathy day. But I got a lot of points this year too. I got 300 points that year coming into day 19. Like if I would have gotten a few more points here, would I have aced? No, the bottom of this was 800. Yeah, that was not happening. I got points in 2019. I think I got points in 2018 too, but not that many. Nope, I did not get any points in 2018. But I also did them the day after, it looks like. Or several days after. I think this is the only one. These are the only ones I did live. Maybe this one. I don't know. I had a social life, and I think I went home for Christmas on these ones, but I don't have that anymore. So, but yeah, I guess there is some progress here. Got significantly better. 0 points to 298 points to 402 points. That's pretty legit. I don't think I'm gonna do any better than this year. I'll probably do worse, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It should be fun either way, and that's most of the reason that I do it. Fish Jake says, I'm not expecting to get points really, just want to do it. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Actually, what does the private leaderboard look like for T-Mod? Oh, T-Mod T. All right. T-Mod T just barely beat me out. Bunch of people beat me out in 2018. But yeah, T-Bod T usually does these. And they'll show up in chat too. Wow, they both beat me in 2019. Fair. Yeah, there's a lot of familiar names in here that show up on stream with us. Hey look, Endless River. Who else do I recognize here? We got Leaf, who sometimes shows up on stream. We got Vape Juice Jordan. We got Metabytes. We got Juicebox Hero. I know you, but you show up on stream. We got iSatisfied. We got Preox. We've got Mewtwo. We got Marsha. We've got Drunk Time Lord. Chris is on the Discord. From Open Source. Rollers is here. Aiden. Kambiko. Alexa. And more names that I probably I'm not recognizing the handles. Albert's here. Deanelsp. Robin, who also streams. Yoav. And then me and T-Bod T. And probably other names that I don't recognize. Hey, speaking of, you spin around 3 times and yell Vape Juice Jordan, and look who shows up. How you doing, Jordan? How's life in Netflix land? Working hard or hardly work? Well, I know you. You're hardly working, right? do the minimum to get those fat stacks, right? Okay. Do I start trying to split this further apart? Is the question. I'm good. I'm hardly working. I'm pretty upset about some internal stuff. Yeah, I've heard there's a lot to be upset about at Netflix. Of recent. Some of it has spilled out into the public, unfortunately. Mr. Extremely says, updating Manjaro through the command line on an old Core 2 quad. Yo, that was a good processor back in the day. I might change to Ubuntu for ease. Should I? I mean, up to you. That means he's gonna go to bed. Sounds good. Well, thank you for stopping by, Jill Mega. I'll see you around. I'm glad you got your Matrix stuff working. Oh, do I want to fix this today? Let's at least push it up so that I don't have to do this this rebase conflict again. What is this new API branch? Remove legacy API. I will make a new one. Okay, I don't need that branch because I can just run getrm again. New API. We keep this branch around because this is GitLab. This is when GitLab got hacked. This just showed up in our repository, and none of us committed it, and there was no paper trail. None of the admin logs showed any of it. This just enterprise Bitcoin browser. Whatever that means. Update Ubuntu. Ubuntu updates faster. Oh, cool. Yeah. But yeah, this was another reason why we switched from GitLab to GitHub. Because one day this file just showed up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? And emailed support, and they're like, we don't know anything. I don't know how it got there. Are you sure you didn't put it there? And I'm like, yeah, I definitely, got conked out of my mind and enterprise Bitcoin browser and added that to the repo. The weird thing is if you like look up this user, they have like browser coin, browser hash, browser coin hash, browser hash coin. Browser coin is company wonderful that create a platform of business and great opportunity of mining for all the world. Like, what the fuck is this? Browser coin. Oh, they suck at URLs, I guess. Browser coin. Enterprise of Minig. Create your own coin. Minig. Browser development with GoBook. Spider Pi 3. Yeah, I'm minoring, right? Yeah, and the photo is just like, all right, bruh. Like really trying hard for the crypto bro there. Welcome to the stream, Salute Warsaw and Cheese Lover. Good to see you again. Fire says minoring. Yeah, minoring for all the world. Browser coin is going to the moon. Yeah, you mean browser coin? His caps lock key must be broken. Yeah, but somehow he ended up getting a file into flake8, which is what the sketch. Yeah, they GitLab like banned it. Yeah, you can see here. This branch just showed up out of fucking nowhere. Boy, there's 2 commits? What's the other commit? Oh. $2311 $Locky 2311 $lock. Do you think this is his password? Do you think we can log in as this guy? Browser coin. I hope not. It'd be pretty funny if it was, though. It looks like a password, though, doesn't it? Locky lock? Totally looks like a password. TOS, yeah. For hacking. Hey man, they gave me the password, so fucking weird shit. Yeah, these commits just showed up out of nowhere. And no one really knows why. GitLab support didn't tell us why. Weird, just weird stuff. But again, browser coin. Inner agent. But yeah. Minoring for all the world. Okay, anyway, I'm a little intimidated by refactoring this branch, so I think I'm gonna leave it for another day. I also need to get dinner because I haven't done that yet, so I'm gonna go eat some food. But that's gonna wrap us up for today. My name is Anthony. I upload educational videos to YouTube 3 times a week, and that's youtube.com/anthonywritescode. You can check those out there, subscribe, whatever. I also upload my stream VODs to the second channel. So if you click through to here and click through to the stream channel, you can get previous recordings there. I normally stream Monday evenings and Saturday at noon. I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is Twitter, the other is Discord. This browser coin account stuff is wild. This looks like it's all AI generated. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. What's for dinner tonight? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Whatever I feel like. But yeah, follow on Twitter, join the Discord, come hang out with us. That's where I do stream announcements, so that's where you'll be in the know. But yeah, let's go find someone to raid.